All right, ladies and gentlemen, at long last, Aloe Mean.
I'm only 26 minutes late.
What's up,
What's going
buddy? we saw you were in the room, and Craig's like, he's here, and I was like, everyone, Aloe Mean. And Craig's like, he's not.
Yeah,
here
I'm
anymore.
doing this janky shit on my phone, so I had to hit back, and that took me all the way out of the app. So I had to go all the way back to Instagram where your link was and shit. It was, yeah. Anyway,
it's all good.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
all
here.
good. You sound better than Austin Ingalls, so it's all right.
Cool, man. I got this little Bluetooth headset. I was wondering if that should have worked. My little trucker thing.
So it was very funny because David Collins messaged me about having you on, and
Yeah.
I said, yeah, should I just message him through Instagram? And David goes, yes, and as a matter of fact, he should be easy to find. There are surprisingly few Aloe Means on Instagram. I was like, all right, David. What do
you never know when David's coming at you.
Yeah, can you give us any insight into David Collins? Because I can't. I want to have a bigger relationship with the guy, but I can't break through the character or whatever that is that he's playing.
He's just a dude. I don't know much about him, honestly. I got hooked up through his producer, and yeah.
Don't tell me like, Jerry.
One of them, I don't know, but I guess he's like a former radio host or something out of some small town. I think it's Kansas or some shit.
I got the same message. Yeah, he's a mysterious guy.
I tried to ask too many questions. I feel like he's murdered before, and he's
very possibly on stage, anyways. At least, right, folks?
Yeah.
All right, Aloe Mean, we're having you on because you famously went against Donnell Rawlings on Kill Tony, which we have a couple clips of that as well. I apologize if you've sat through those a bunch, but I just want to set it up properly.
Oh, I watch them every day.
Oh, good. But Donnell Rawlings was recently on the Joe Rogan Experience, so that's what we're leading towards. But let's hear or see Aloe Mean on Kill Tony. You're a golden ticket winner on Kill Tony, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Does that mean, can you just show up at the Madison Square Garden show and be like, hey, I want to get on here?
I messaged Tony if I'm going to come in town just to make sure, because, sometimes he has stuff planned as far as like other guests, special guests, things that are happening. For those bigger shows, I just check first.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so let's see some of Donell versus Aloe Mean.
Mom and dad G's on the same fucking stage.
If you don't get the fuck out of here, where'd you get those Jordans before or after Chappelle gave you that chain?
I will say this. Yes,
I'm here for it, my nigga.
Yeah,
I'm here
this is
for
a
it.
golden
ticket winner.
Guess what? You will never. No reason why you won't never get a chance. Because I'm rich, bitch.
I know it. That shit was jamming.
I can't believe you. This was so fucked up.
I gotta say, I don't know if the best way, like when you call him basically Chappelle's bitch, I don't know if the best way is to do your catchphrase from that show. I don't know if that's the best response.
Right.
So
Somebody
this, by the way,
in the crowd later on says, I don't know if you can pick it up on the mic if it shows, but I heard it. Someone said, "Say I'm rich, bitch," again. Like when he was about to leave.
I don't know if we have it in our clips, but I heard it too. Where if you go back and watch the full episode, Donell is a funny comedian for sure. Not a great podcast guest because he repeats himself a lot. He's not very focused on the conversation or what's at hand, really. So he's talking over Tony a bunch. It gets very annoying. And Aloe Mean comes on, does his set, and after Donell makes a couple jokes at his expense, Aloe Mean just goes right at him, which is what you should do on Kill Tony, in my opinion. It's worked for guys like David Lucas in the past. So
yeah, that's David's thing though. He's a for real. I mean, that's what he does is roast people and all that. I don't know. I was just like, the way he did the whole show. He just walked in, wasn't introduced because he was late. It happened, but he just hopped on stage, and it wasn't just my set. He interrupted and was disrespectful. My friend, what's his name? Austin? No, God, I can't think of his name. It's gonna bug me. But anyway, he moved down to Texas, but he was before me, and he just kept interrupting during his minute. It was crazy.
Yeah, it seemed like Donell didn't understand the format of the show at all, really.
No, he knows that shit. He's been on it 2 or 3 times.
Oh, he was on. This wasn't his first time on?
Hell no. He was on during the pandemic at the store, and then he was on at a regular show at the store.
See, that's weird to me because he's interacting with you in a way that indicated he wasn't familiar with the show. He was almost like, why are you making jokes and talking back to me? Like you're supposed to, bend your ear to the legendary Donnell Rawlings.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he was just drunk, and also, yeah, he probably wasn't ready for that that Chappelle chain thing, because I don't know, his shoes match perfectly to the chain. So I just wanted to know if, like, when
Kind of
Dave
a
Chappelle
compliment. Yeah.
gave him that chain and he put it around his neck like it's a fucking presidential honor. I just
Medical
want to
honor.
know, did he whisper in his ear, "No, I'm rich, bitch"? And did Donell say, "Ooh, daddy, thank you. I got the perfect shoes to wear with these"? I just want to know that, but he never answered my question. So
Let's hear
that's
a
a
little
bit I'm
more
working
from.
on, by the way.
I like it.
I showed you
Listen,
love.
because I said
Nope,
one,
nope,
and then he
nope.
instigated it. Blake him,
Black
not
on
me.
black crime. Black on black
my
crime.
God, this is
Look
my-
at the white people looking at us.
This is my least favorite Tyler Perry production of all time.
That was a weird element too, where he was once he was losing, he kind of tried to be like, "Hey, you're not supposed to make fun of a fellow black man, Aloe.
You can't put a race card on the same race, man. That's crazy. What is
weird.
this? This is the thing people do, though. I guess I'm a Uncle Tom because I called him a old crack baby or something. I don't know what his issue is.
Well, you're safe here, pal. That's what Craig calls him when the mics are off, anyways. So don't worry about it.
That's not true.
Let's hear a little more.
Yeah, this is salty.
I can't believe you.
My goodness.
And I was just supporting you just on black, not because you were funny, because I didn't hear none of that.
Oh, come on.
They did, and that's all
His
that
set-
matters.
his set
You
was
don't hear a
killer,
lot of
Mike.
What do you
shit
mean, oh,
because you
come
always
on?
talking.
Tony,
You don't
what do you
hear
mean,
nothing.
oh, come on. That shit was funny.
I mean,
They left.
possums are pretty ugly.
Yeah,
I got something funny. You look like Idris Elba fucked a blowfish.
I tried to
That's
warn
funny
you.
too. That's too funny. You got your laughing right.
The
Don't
fact
let him tell you what's
the fact
funny.
that I even
Little
look
loud ass
like-
nigga.
the fact
Let me
that
Was it?
let me tell you about that blowfish Idris Elba thing. He said something about Idris Elba, him looking like Idris Elba in his special that just came out on Netflix, and I feel like he owes me a writer credit. I'm not saying he stole the joke, but I'm sure it was inspired.
That's what makes it even weirder. You can tell we're building to this clearly, like, lives in his head. So I haven't seen his new special. So the idea that he's basically referencing Aloe Mean in his special tells you how much this, like, fucked him up. It seems like, because he brings that up out of nowhere on Rogan.
I was gonna say,
I
yeah,
think
he's
it's-
perfectly fine there.
It's not just me. I think I'm like the dagger, but the internet is the fucking it's the cancer that lasts. It's the AIDS that just seeps and sits there forever and destroys you slowly. It's the internet. He said he'll have a good comment day. He shouldn't read the comments anymore. I would have gave up on that after a year of this shit. But every time he posts something, somebody's posting. At least you'll get the little walkout emoji.
Yeah.
And that's got a sting right there. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I would have stopped checking my comments if I was him.
That's a tough thing. Before you got on, we were talking about Brendan Schaub, and it's like those guys just have to get past. Like, you can't. There's not a positive subreddit about a podcast.
Oh,
like, it's
God.
all just people that hate that show getting together to be like, what a piece of shit this was. So Donell can't go on the Kill Tony subreddit and be like, where are my compliments today?
That's the thing, though. Honestly, it's mostly good comments. I've been on Reddit when they talked about shit from this shit happening, and it's mostly good. Depends on what side people are taking, but it's just people telling the truth. And then once in a while, there's a troll comes in there and zings everybody. So I don't know. Rogan says it all the time. Don't fucking go on the comment section of anything, especially YouTube, Reddit. Don't do it.
Yeah. It's tough because, like, I saw with I was on Lauren Compton's show this week, and a couple people
I watched
said,
that last night actually. Yeah.
Well, a couple people said, like, oh, the comments are very good, but I didn't look at them because I saw one or two, and it was like, who's this fat fuck nobody? And I was like, well, I won't be looking at these.
Hey, are you from? Did you start out with Legion of Skanks? Are you gay, Blind Mike?
No, god damn it.
Did people always? Sorry, man. I was wondering about that. I didn't know if I should bring it up.
No, everyone. That's everyone's. So I was around first. So I started with Barstool, and Gay Blind Mike came to Legion of Skanks a few years after.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's hear a little more from Kill Tony before we get to Rogan.
The fact that I even look like Idris Elba is 5,000 faces from where you are right now.
He gets very defensive and like
he tried to.
Aloe Mean came with a funny joke on the spot, and like Tony thought it was funny, and clearly the crowd thought you were funny, and Donell is keeping up this facade that like you're bombing or something.
Yeah, I was prepared to die. I was prepared to, as far as lose that battle. I just had those 2 little jokes, and I was like, the rest, he's gonna destroy me, and I was ready to lose. But I don't know. He just got emotional, and I saw in a moment he turned around, looked me in the eye, and I was like, "This guy's for real sad about this." I was like, I probably just ruined my comedy career before it even starts. He's gonna have Chappelle have me blacklisted from every B room. I don't know.
That's gotta be very funny as like a young comedy fan to be like, "Am I making Ashy Larry cry right now? What the fuck is happening?" We have one more from Kill Tony Crick.
2.
Okay.
This is the walk off.
Oh yeah, okay. So this is like him walking off, and then Tony will address it a little while after. But this is really the thing that comes up in question on Rogan last week. So pay attention.
You make no sense to me. This part I'm trying to make. And I don't even know how I'm gonna get back into being funny again because niggas hit bloop bloop bloops and all that type of shit on me.
I just ruined my comedy career tonight.
The reason why I know I'm a real motherfucker,
I'm sorry.
because I'm here tonight for a real motherfucker. He's trying to, I know what he wanted to do. Oh yeah, if I fucking roast Donell.
No, man.
No. It's too late. It's too late. I'm about to leave right now because
No, you're not. Come on, Donell.
No, I'm going to leave.
You made fun of his jeans.
I did. Who wouldn't make fun of them jeans?
I gave you 2. I said 2, and then he was like,
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like
I just here to have.
we're
good
gonna go
time.
back. I know you are. We're gonna go back. We're gonna critique. We're gonna go back. We're gonna critique the show, and we're gonna do this shit. But I'm here tonight for a real motherfucker, and I'll just keep it like that, and I'll go back to being funny over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donnell Rawlings. I love it. I love it. I love it when it goes off the rails.
Me too.
That's what makes this show fun. Who cares what people in the YouTube comments decisions?
He just gets up.
You can tell, especially when it doesn't involve him. Tony, who like is, he's a wrestling guy. Like he loves that.
Yes,
shit, you know?
yes, 100%. Yes, it's something. It's a moment, a controversial moment.
Yeah. So, and he doesn't care if it's Donell on the winning side or you or whoever. He just likes.
Well, the
that people
whole
are gonna
thing
talk
about it, what people don't understand is like the whole. You see how it's structured. Tony tried to keep the whole show and have things follow the order, and he just came in and fucking shambled the whole thing. And like even when he was trying to bring me up, tell everybody I'm a golden ticket winner, Donnell's doing this weird, unnecessary, weird fucking ADHD kid shit.
Yes.
And so everybody was offended. Yeah. Brian was pissed about it. You can tell. So they let the shit and they kind of played into it with him just pointing out what he was doing. He was acting the ass, and that's what happens sometimes.
Yeah, and you could tell Tony kind of liked that you were giving him shit for it because they left you on there a lot longer than like the typical guest. Like you're up there for like 10 or 12 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, I sat down for a second.
Yeah. So this is later. Aloe Mean has left the stage. The next comedian has done his minute, and then Brian Redband and Tony Hinchcliffe realize Donell may not be coming back.
I was trying to also keep an eye on whether the guest was using the restroom or leaving the show at the same time. I think there's a slight chance Donnell may have left.
Yeah. I was really confused about the whole thing because I didn't know anything about that.
I think we'll give an analysis of what happened on another episode, perhaps, Red Band, before we
might make it worse.
Yeah. Hey, hello.
So to me, the reason I wanted to play that is mainly because you hear Tony like, "Hey, let's not fuck with Donell anymore. Like if we make fun of him, maybe I want him to come back." Yeah. So let's not just shit on him right now.
They're professional peers. They're probably friendly to each other. So yeah. I mean, I'm sure he doesn't want to really piss him off like in real life. He was just making a show.
Exactly. So Tony's doing his best not to completely shit on Donell, which is why I find this next set of clips so interesting. Last week when Donell was on the Joe Rogan Experience, and it seemed like he wanted to bring up this incident.
Well, I also don't know if everyone listening truly understands. What we just watched was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
This is what we both watched last week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
the internet.
You would think Donnell Rawlings would be over. What this should be is we should be playing a clip of Aloe Mean and be like, how sad is that this guy is still living off this moment?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When the shit aired, I was literally in a cubicle while I was watching it on my phone in the shitty cubicle at my shitty job, and he fucking went on to fucking get nominated for like an Oscar or some shit that he was in some movie.
Yeah,
he's
we
the
should
one
be
emotional about this.
We should be playing a clip from Aloe Mean's podcast, like, can you believe this asshole is still living off it? But instead, Donnell Rawlings has let this fester in his mind for, I think, closer to 4 years, correct? Because it was like one of their first shows back after the pandemic.
Right.
It's the internet, dude. It doesn't die.
So let's hear him on Rogan.
Lost in time.
Yeah, Tony fucking did his fans are those motherfuckers, boy. And this is what going back to like not reading the comments. I think the last time I did Kill Tony, it was probably like 3 or 4 years ago, right? I'll be having a good comment day, Joe.
Oh, good day.
Yeah, hey, I love you. Then next thing, we'll ask him if he's gonna walk out on Kill Tony's podcast again.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's uncomfortable. It's like someone brings up their divorce or something. Rogan's like,
You
God,
can
we gotta
tell
get into
Rogan
this.
didn't want to talk about that shit either. It's so fucking old.
I like a Rogan, but he also is like not going to be the safety blanket Donnell thinks he's going to be.
Yeah,
He's like, all right, fine.
Rogan's
If you want to get into
truth,
it,
man. He tries to be about truth as much, even when it's like a joke. He tries to be about truth as much as he can. And he was trying to do a blatant fucking lie. He had to pee, and then it was sushi or some shit. Come on, man, what are you doing?
Well, the thing about Rogan is like I don't think he likes getting in the mud with these like this controversial like clickbait type stuff. But once it's brought up, he will discuss it. You know?
Yeah, he brought it up. He can tell that he wanted to take the conversation there, so he'll go with it.
Yeah.
I want to go back.
Well, then go back.
I'm afraid. Boy, the
Go
power
back, but be ready.
Wait a minute. First of all, I was ready.
But he's still
Altered video. That's what you believe, Joe?
Did you not walk off?
You didn't know what the real story? That's what you believe?
I don't know what
That's
happened.
all propaganda.
I had completely forgotten about it.
I'll tell you what happened. I was here, first of all.
Okay.
I did Tony's show during the pandemic.
Right.
When he couldn't get guests.
Right.
I risked my fucking life.
Oh my God.
Right.
This is where like I don't know if you guys know Donnell's comedy. Is he joking a little bit there?
No, he's completely joking. This is one of the funniest things I've ever seen him do in my life. This whole segment when he's like, he comes out and he's just this guy I start shooting at him. What the fuck?
But it's interesting to hear him like be very honest and be like, oh, like the comments are going after me. I'm afraid to go. Like that's just genuinely being vulnerable, saying I'm afraid to go back on Kill Tony because these open micers are going to make fun of me. And then immediately turn and be like, no, Tony edited everything. That didn't really even happen.
He's trying to like go some fake news shit.
Motherfuckers.
Yes.
Good show. Black comment goes up. I'm up. I've been there 2.5 hours.
I do enjoy that. Clearly, if it's festering 4 years later, he knows your name.
That's what pisses me off the most too. About he went on a Breakfast Club and did the same shit. He actually was like, I'm not even gonna say his name, and went like that about me. I'm like, man, at least say my name, man. Come on.
I was bummed for you because I thought at least Jamie or Joe would say it at some point because they played a clip of you. But.
Yeah, which was dope. My head was cut off, but it's all good, man. I made Rogan. I'm putting it on my bio and shit. I'm telling my mom.
You may know this man from the Joe Rogan Experience.
Yep. Oh hell yeah.
So many millions saw my torso.
Tito's and Tito's and Tito's.
They're forcing you to drink.
Whatever. I know that I consume Tito's and Tito's.
Right.
Then I had a date, a sushi date. You know the sushi spot I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The one that the private joint.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a speakeasy.
Mm-hmm.
6 people. I had a reservation for that. So I'm doing this show. I told them I'm going to the bathroom because I was going to go eat. And they made it look like I ran off the show, Joe.
Really?
You went through that bullshit edit. I had been on the show.
You should sue.
Joe's not even taking it seriously.
Yeah,
it's like so you made a reservation during Kill Tony and then got up and left. Like, first of all, that's also rude. That's a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't even get the excuse.
He's a funny dude, man. After the show, people were telling me when I go outside, they're like, who did what to Donell? Because he came out of Antone's. yelling and cussing. That fat motherfucker. He was going off about it. So that's why he left.
Well, here's what you say if you're Donell, like, man, I was shit-faced. Like, next time I'm going to go on sober, and, like, these kids are going to try to come after me, but it's not going to be a good idea. Like, that's all you have to do. Like, you were drunk. It's fine, Donell. Who cares?
Exactly. These things happen.
But he continues.
And I don't really give a fuck.
Then go back.
But it's I would love to as soon as my schedule allows it.
Oh, yeah, no, just like, I got just so much going on right now. I mean, I'd love to. I'm in Austin right now. But
yeah, everybody does the circuit. You go on Rogan, you end up on Kill Tony. You fucking there, you can do the shit show.
I want Rogan to be like, it actually takes place at my club. I can make it happen.
Right.
We're going to be there later. You can just hop on.
Yeah.
I'll go back. Why are you looking at me like I got a problem with going back?
No, I don't.
All right, okay, wait a minute.
That's a very weird tell. I mean, you guys, I can't see, so you guys can tell better than me. But that felt like just out of crap. What are you saying? I'm gay? I'm not gay. What? Where did that come from?
You're looking at me like I won't go back. I never said a thing, dude.
Oh, you're saying, Joe, that I'm a big pussy who's afraid of going on Kill Tony. No, I certainly didn't.
And he's been there a few times. He could have done it several times.
Sure.
This is when Calling Tony comes up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Donell keeps with this thing of like, Tony edited the video. You really believe that, Joe? And that's, I think, the moment where Joe's like, okay, well, just call Tony then.
I think this is where Joe knows the truth, and he's like, I'm just gonna end this.
If you're gonna keep calling me a liar, then you're leaving me no choice.
Can you show the edit they did? Just put Donnell walks off. Donnell walks off and the edit. Now watch what they do in the fucking edit. Donnell walks off.
How many times have you watched this?
Oh, 4,000.
Why have you?
Not 4,000.
Why have you really?
I haven't spent no time. I just
Distributor
remember.
show.
It's the first.
Like he goes from watching it 4,000 to I haven't watched it. I just remember it happening.
It was actually AI. I was never on Kill Tony. So.
I actually saw
The
original.
They faked,
Doctored it up.
They doctored it. That seems.
I'm making it race.
I
The
don't-
white man.
I don't feel like they should have done that.
They shouldn't have done it. But
'Cause
your
they
argument
had
is
me-
about that. You first thing, and it worked on you
It
because
did.
you said, "Yeah, that time you walked out." Just
Can I call Tony right now?
yeah, just and the way you looked at me, the way you looked
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to, but whatever.
He's like, yeah, but I'm not going to even take a breath. I'm going to keep talking. Hope you forget.
Yeah.
I guess you could call Tony, or we could just move on to another site. UFOs, Joe, aliens. What do you think about that? Testosterone.
Chimpanzees are really strong. You like to say, right?
You could call Tony, or I was hunting an elk yesterday. Does that interest you? Just anything else.
Real quick, I've always wanted to know, how do you cook an elk steak? But here they call him.
Okay, so Tony's on the line now.
Yeah.
I'm here with Donnell Rawlings.
and I'm still beefing, motherfucker. Tell him the real story. Tell him the real story.
Did you
You
edit
doctored it out.
the show to make it look like Donnell
A
was
black
upset
man. Did
and
he
that a
edit it?
man clowned him
Can
and
I
he
say
walked
this?
off the
A
stage?
black man. Did you edit it? First off, Tony,
was edited.
Tony, you fucking full of shit.
Nothing
man.
was edited. So Tony, what you see is actually the
No.
true events that took place.
100%, and he never, I mean, it's absolutely not even in question.
You know,
Is Donnell trying to pull a PR move here?
this is the reason why black
I
people
mean, whatever
have
he's
issues.
doing, it's very shady, and he's trying to rewrite history.
Oh, all right, Jamie. For me, for the sake of God, now he can't
This
find
is
it.
outrageous,
Now
Tony.
he can't find
I
it.
don't know what to
Now he
think.
can't find it.
We have pictures of him outside of a firehouse after the moment. He was saying hi to people at the fire department. They were like fans of his, and he went and hung out with them. He had nothing to do. He had nowhere to go. He walked off the show.
Lord.
This is getting worse.
I can't believe
I
this,
can't believe
man.
you left out details only to use them as a weapon when confronted by propaganda. Kudos to you, sir, for holding your cards.
No fucking black on black crime. He pitted two black guys against
Oh, wait
each
a minute.
other.
I thought you said that you went to the bathroom and none of that stuff happened. They edited
I
it.
went to the bathroom.
He said that he was going to the bathroom, but he walked all the way out the front door.
Right to the sushi spot, right? I left for sushi.
He said he left for sushi.
Jamie, please.
His reservation.
Jamie, Google sushi.
I was gonna say Jamie's not even that good. Jamie, find me at the sushi place.
Jamie, Google Comedy Store sushi, please. Donnell Rawlings friends reservation. I love that Tony, because I feel like a lot of people, if you're just called randomly by the biggest podcaster in the world, you might be like, oh, yeah, if you're just caught off guard, you might be like, yeah, I don't know. It's ancient history. Who can remember? Tony's just like, no, 100%. It happened the way you saw it. Donnell was lying.
Tony's he's got his finger ready to go through his notebook. He's like, I know exactly where this is.
Not only did it happen that way, let me add some details.
Yeah. We
so
got
full of shit that dude is.
Oh, I know.
It's
My
great.
favorite part is this right here.
It's got to be funny because like Kill Tony is at the size now where it's like, I mean, it's bigger than all the late night shows, but like, there's 1 million people watching every single week. Like, you're part of a show's history that has rattled a man. Like, it has changed. Donnell Rawlings is a comedy legend, and you've changed the course of this man's life.
A small part of it. I'm telling you, I'm just a little spark. The internet is the gas, it's the flame, it's everything else. It's the internet, man. He wouldn't even think about it if it wasn't for the comments just getting him every time he logs on.
Yeah.
But I was the spark, though.
This is so funny that it's funnier. The more clips we watch, the funnier it is that he tried to save himself by yelling, "I'm rich, bitch."
Oh man.
Here's the end of the call, I believe, or more evidence. I forget which one this is.
Okay.
Daddy can't find it.
We have pictures of him outside of a firehouse after the moment. He was saying hi to people at the fire department. They were like fans of his, and he went and hung out with them. He had nothing to do. He had nowhere to go.
Oh Lord!
I just played this one, didn't I?
Yeah, we just heard that.
Hold on. Wrong clip.
Oh boy.
This is let's move on.
Oh yeah, this is where Joe is just like, all right, man. Yeah, no, definitely.
This is the funniest part to me.
Yeah, this is great.
This is very funny.
So in the candles, this is really happening.
Yeah.
Tony, thank you very much. Thank you. I see the truth now. I see the truth.
Thank you.
Thank you. Donell.
Tony's a liar.
That was shameful.
It's very funny to have a moment where two guys are saying the complete opposite things. Like Joe is like, well, you've proven it to me. And Donnell's like, thank you. Finally, we've reached a resolution.
I thought he's wearing a suit for some reason. What the fuck? This isn't court.
Yeah, he showed up to defend himself.
Yeah.
He's wearing as much clothes as he can to cover that chain so no one brings it up.
No, Dave did not give me this suit.
The inside of the suit has the C all over it. Like a pattern.
Yeah, just the lighting. Hell yeah.
To the bathroom.
I get it.
I had to go to the bathroom.
I
What am I
get
supposed to do? Sit there, act like I'm in the woods?
Yeah, it's just you.
And Joe's like, please don't make me continue talking about this. I like you.
Is that anything else? Throw anything else out there, Donnell.
You came to a gunfight with a rubber sword. I know you were there to host. You didn't know you were going to get attacked ruthlessly while you were drunk.
Yes.
Too drunk to defend yourself.
Too drunk. That was
right.
They're very abusive.
Very abusive
to our friendship, and I called Tony
to everything.
Friend.
I don't think you realized it was going to happen, though. To be honest, like no one plans anything on Kill Tony.
This is what I'm saying: black on black crime. I was given this.
Say his name.
African.
It's a weird cycle between saying it was doctored to saying he was drunk to saying Aloe Mean was completely out of line.
Which one is it? It's all the theories in one. That's what you do, though. When you're grasping, you just fucking get something. I don't know.
It's weird to think, and I mean, we played like some of the more notable parts of it, but go listen. It's a long thing. The idea that Aloe Mean did anything wrong, it's crazy. He was just a guest on Kill Tony and did very well and then moved on with his day. Like, the idea that you did something wrong is insane.
It was being interrupted while doing
I didn't know he was going to be there. Someone had told me it was going to be Tim Dillon that was going to be the guest, so I wasn't even ready to like joke. But then I saw it was him when he walked on stage right past me, and I'm like, if he says some disrespectful shit a couple of times, I'm going to have to say something back. So
sure, yeah.
I got these two jokes, and that was it.
and that's a smart play by you, because like there are a lot of people that would have handled it differently and been like, okay, this guy's funny, but for whatever reason, Donell got very upset about it.
Yeah.
Good advice on comedy, and then he just started shooting. And I wasn't ready for that. I was
Did you have you heeded any of his advice? Did you take the advice he was trying to give
Tell
you?
me shit. He didn't have any fucking advice. He said, matter of fact, he said, I heard the jokes, and did something like, I don't know, very passive, and which is the one thing he says that people can say about him that'll get under his skin, is saying that he's not funny. And he said that one thing about me. And then when I clap back, it's he clutched his pearls. When I said that about the chain, he literally clutched his pearls, and that's my favorite part too.
In a way, he gave you advice. As I recall, he said you were unfunny and fat, which you could take as like, maybe I should lose weight and get funnier, I guess. So
well, that's not
really
kind of
advice.
Those are just criticisms.
That's probably more accurate, but
yeah, it's just those are insults.
And then all the white people start laughing. Look at the black on black crime. We don't got to do anything. They're killing themselves. George Floyd.
That's a very interesting way to put it.
He just brings up George Floyd.
Yeah.
That's very funny. I wasn't expecting that.
Rogan phrased it perfectly. That's a very interesting way to put it. A very kind way to say you're lying.
What my people saw, Joe. And it was all, and Tony and his crew of henchmen set it up.
Interesting.
Henchman.
Hinchcliffe.
Yes.
I like that. Jamie with a good line.
Yeah, I'm a Hinchcliffe henchman. Don't fucking come on the show disrespecting. Anybody can get it.
You know when Jamie pipes up like that, it's very bad for the guest.
Even Jamie's dunking on you. It'd be great to find out if any comedians after this were like, "Hey Tony, Aloe Mean's not going to be there, is he? I don't want to get bullied."
Yeah, just like just don't speak while he's doing stand up. Fine.
People are going to believe that he just lied.
Seems like
and we only wanted
lying,
the truth
because we watched the video.
Joe.
What did you see?
I saw something totally different. I saw a guy that had to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
That's what.
Okay, we settled it.
We're in the world of editing. I had to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, and then I went to the bathroom, and then I did sushi.
I really don't.
It's a new day.
I'm
cool.
gonna
let it go. Didn't go well. Expected it to go, but I appreciate the fact checking, and I appreciate the research of the doctored clip you had, Jamie.
Shout out to Joke World. Joke World, they did edit it, but they played they cut it down for time. Joke World, and that's what put it out, and that's what got I think Charlemagne to pick it up, and then that's how the Breakfast Club heard about it. And they always talk shit to Donnell anyway, so that's what broke it to the huge fucking internet worldwide.
Yeah, and I mean to say like it's edited, like I had to, timestamp clips just to do this, and it's like it's a long. You guys are going back and forth for a long time, so you do have to cut certain parts, but like I was looking for things that would have made Donell look good, and I couldn't find them. So
no, they put in the jokes he said about me. He said I shop at Victoria's Secrets for my tank tops or some shit, but that was creative and mean.
But yeah, very fun. Like I will say, I think there are some elements of Donell joking in there, which makes it even weirder, honestly, that he's sticking to the fact that like it's doctored footage in some way, because you watch the whole clip and there's nothing edited about it at all. They move on to the next comic. Like you see it all happen in real time.
Yeah, poor guy. He walked off during his set, or like the very beginning of his set.
Yeah. Yeah, he never got to find out what Donell thought of his set, unfortunately. What drunken rambling he would have had.
I want to know too.
So Aloe Mean, where can people find you, my friend?
Instagram. That's like the place you found me.
Aloe Mean, which is, as David Collins pointed out, there are not a lot of Aloe Means on Instagram, so it's easy to find.
Nope. I snatched that up quick. I was worried.
Anywhere else you performing anywhere? Mostly in Iowa still, or have you ventured out?
Around the Midwest. So yeah, the neighboring states so far. But I'm trying to get out there. I'm at my 5-year point, so I'm trying to start reaching out and spreading out and getting on the road. That's my next.
Oh, nice, awesome. And you had Sam Talent on, right, David? I think David sent me that as well.
Yeah, he was on. I used to do a podcast Aloe Mean's green room, but I stopped doing it.
All right.
But,
All right. Well,
yeah, my last episode was with Sam Talent. Was pretty dope. He was cool enough to stick around for that after a show I did with him.
well, go check it out and subscribe to Aloe Mean's YouTube channel and all that too. If
Yeah.
you ever bring any podcasts back or anything. Aloe Mean, thanks so much for hopping on, man. I appreciate your time.
Hell yeah. Thanks for having me, man.
All right, buddy.
Peace.
See ya. That was fun.
That was great.
Just to laugh at Donell like that. I didn't know. I've never spoken to him, obviously, so I didn't know what his mentality would be years later. And it's funny that he just looks at it like, still, like, why is this guy so angry at me?
If he said he's at his 5-year mark, so he was a year into comedy when this happened.
Oh, good point.
Donell,
I should have said that to him. That's ballsy of him to go after Donell a year into comedy.
well, that's funnier. That's even funnier that Donell can't get past it.
Couldn't muster a comeback. Yeah,
Very funny.
very, very weird. But yeah, he's rattled. It's fun. It was so funny also to hear him be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to go on Kill Tony," and Joe's like, "We're down the street. Like, we could let's go on Monday. What do you say?"
I will walk you there right now.
All right. Thank you to Aloe Mean. Make sure you go follow him and follow us as well. Everywhere you get podcasts, go to blindmike.net. Find all of our links.